ẹni bàbá ilé bọ́lábọ́lá ọmọ sùúrù ìgbàlódé yọ̀dù báwo la bí lùdì báwo la bí lùdì ìgbàlódé yọ̀dù àtẹ̀lù lùdì àtẹ̀lù lẹ́tì àtẹ̀lù lẹ́tà àtẹ̀lù bẹ́ẹ̀rì àtẹ̀lù bàrú àtẹ̀lù bẹ́ẹ̀ta àtẹ̀lù bẹ́ẹ̀jọ àtẹ̀lù bẹ́ẹ̀jọ àtẹ̀lù bẹ́ẹ̀sọ àtẹ̀lù bẹ́ẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́la wúwúwú ẹlẹ́yìí òkọ́ abẹ̀rẹ̀gbọ̀gbọ̀ ẹlẹ́yìí òkọ́ àtẹ̀lù sílẹ̀ ọkùnrin ní àtẹ̀lù aláàbàrà dábìlárì ohun bẹ́ẹ̀ tó yóò fún ìlera ìwà ẹ̀rù ló ń ta nílẹ̀rù amúnisìn wí amúnisìn sọ.
Water, only water, water, only water, where they see ma. Water, 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 water.
Only water, where they see ma.
Hapa o naido.
Hapa o naido.
Hapa you don't come o. Hapa o naido. Oro kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù yé o. Ilé sọ́dí àkẹ́kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Bobby master kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Chief Wáìlà tí kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù dé. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù dòde ojàre o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ Ghana ti dé ẹgbẹ́ bọ́dì o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹyẹ o ó dìlé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹyẹ o ó dìlé o. Petrosonama ẹyẹ o ó dìlé o. Petrosodúnkẹ́ ẹyẹ rẹ̀ ó dìlé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀run mú ìní o. Àkùkọ ọ̀run mẹ́kọ̀. Ikú kò ní ríwà gbéṣe o.
Hello, one and all. So welcome to this broadcast. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you news.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So there it is right there. So there it is right there. So no surprises. A lot of you, of course, would have already gotten the news. So let's document it then for the purposes of conversation. Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa arrested in Finland hours to Nigeria's election. So there it is. The wayward guy from wherever he is, from the southeast, has now been picked up by the authorities in Finland. But as I was saying, what took them this long is really where the question is. But at last, what the expectation was has now come to be the case. The funny guy from wherever he is in the southeast of Nigeria, a resident in Finland, has now been picked up by the Finnish authorities for reasons of being genocidal in his pronouncements towards the Nigerian state. So again, I bring you news, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So there it is. So the repatriation of Simon Ekpa to Abuja to go and occupy the room next to his brother is probably the next phase of the process. So there it is right there. That hopefully will be the hub of whatever conversation takes place. Also to other conversations, gunmen kill Bonn Labour Party senatorial candidate, 5 others. So this is a story that has held the headline since yesterday and has refused to dissipate. But then, of course, you remember the rally in Lagos where there were some skirmishes and a couple of people got injured. And the narrative tried to wrap around it about the violence that was taking place in Lagos. So yes, regrettable that there were skirmishes during Obi's rally in Lagos, and 1 or 2 people got injured. But certainly a far cry from this. Gunmen kill Bonn Labour Party senatorial candidate, 5 others. So that's a story that's been brought to attention by one of the subscribers for discussion. Politicians stockpiling old notes to buy votes. So this is the EFCC chairman now raising that alarm to the space. So we wrap the conversations around those spaces, but the main hub of it, of course, is now the picking up of the character from I'm not even sure where about it. I think it's from Abia State or something. So the picking up of that character by the Finnish authorities, latterly, I should say, this is somebody that should have picked up 24 months ago, but he has finally been picked up. But what is the next step in the process? A little musical intermission, and then we delve straight into the throes of it.
Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapoli Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapoli Mary Nandi go only do I fall. O Mary Wonenizu Giroya Abakare. Mamanda Ora, Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's 1, Python that's 2, now Python that's 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi.
So there it is right there. Another Python dance, but this time around in Finland. So another Python dance, but this time around in Finland. So a Python dance in Finland, as guys, I bring you this. Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa arrested in Finland hours to Nigeria's election. Former Radio Biafra anchorman Simon Ekpa has been arrested in Finland. Ekpa was taken into custody on Thursday, 48 hours before the start of the general elections. In Nigeria, criminal investigator Tommy Reen from the Central Criminal Police told the HS news outlet that I won't attempt the name of the town, that the Keskoris Kopolis, the National Bureau of Investigation (NBI) in Finland, had a police operation in a private apartment in the center of Lehti. Reen said the operation was connected to an ongoing preliminary investigation. He did not comment further. Nigeria had asked Finland to intervene in Ekpa's activities last week. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Godfrey Oyema, invited the Finnish ambassador, Lina, to a meeting. The Finland-based legal practitioner and a former athlete is known for his subversive comments against the country and its leadership. The political activist had in recent years spoken against the unity of the country, insisting the Republic of Biafra must be achieved. Ekpa increased his campaign after the June 2021 rearrest and rendition of Nnamdi Kanu, founder of the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB. Security and Intelligence Service have linked the kidnappings and murders in the southeast to speeches made by Ekpa. So, is that our last paragraph that I want to, that last sentence rather, that I want you to hold on to firmly? So that last sentence, it tells you all of the reasons that this guy should be in custody. Just to assuage his ego and massage his bank account, he's hemorrhaging quite aggressively and massively human lives in the southeast. Security and Intelligence Service have linked the kidnapping and murders in the southeast to speeches made by Ekpa. So there it is right there, Simon Ekpa renditions. But before we go to the other talking points, we have Solly here, so let's sample his opinion. So Solly, what says you? Solly, unmute.
Yes.
Are you there?
This months ago. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you, Solly.
I was asking this question months ago. With all these speeches, isn't he living in Finland? You know, and we washed it off like it was nothing. And eventually it happened. They can't be making all these kind of speeches, you know, in a country with what do you call it, human rights, and you are enforcing violence and all these kind of things. It's not possible. And it's Nigerian government. Nigerian government has more power in terms, and you know, in terms of self-interest for the country. They will listen more to Nigeria as a country than Simon Ekpa as a citizen. You know, it didn't protect.
I can't hear you, man. Solly, are you there? Oh, Solly, man. Are you there or not? I don't have the patience for this. Are you there? All right, we don't appear to have Solly. So thank you, Solly. I don't know what's going on there. If people do want to come on, the hyperlink is there, but you have to speak and not mess around like Solly was doing. So let me take you to another talking point. If there's nobody wanting a conversation around this, then we just make it a short little broadcast and we leave it there. But if you do come on, then please speak. You know, there's no really room to be messing around. Politicians stockpiling old notes to buy votes, EFCC chair. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdul Rashid Bawa, on Wednesday raised the alarm over alleged plans by politicians to buy votes in kind and cash ahead of Saturday's general elections. He made the claim during an interview on Channels Television's elections program, The 2023 Verdict. The EFCC chairman, who confirmed that all of its officers had been deployed to monitor the polls across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, urged citizens to report vote buying, selling, and other evidence of financial practice. So that space now, it looks as though the old currency is still being used by politicians to try and buy votes. But really, I'm keen to wrap conversations around the arrest of Simon Ekpa, which is the biggest story happening now. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, then come join me. The space is free, but you have to be willing to speak, not just not mess around. So another headline: hunters discover thousands of PVC in Anambra forest few days to election. So this is a recurring thing now that we're seeing almost on a daily basis in the news. A hunter has discovered a bag filled with thousands of permanent voters card PVCs. Let's do that again. A hunter has discovered a bag filled with thousands of permanent voters card PVCs in a forest in Anambra State. The discovery of the PVC comes barely 4 days before the presidential and National Assembly election, which is to be held this Saturday, February the 25th. Correspondents gathered that the hunter stumbled on the bag containing the PVC during his hunting exercise on Tuesday in a forest in XYZ, which is a community in Nnewi, North Local Government Area of Anambra State. He took the PVC to the premises of the Authority FM, a local. He took the PVCs to the premises of Authority FM, a local radio station in the community, apparently to publicize the discovery to the owners of the PVCs for collection. The manager of the Authority FM, Charles Ede, confirmed to correspondents on Wednesday night. Mr. Ede said he and some officials of the radio station took the PVCs to the Nnewi North Council headquarters, but that the council officials did not allow them inside the premises or speak with them. He said they later took the PVCs to the palace of the traditional ruler of the community in the council area. Residents are there now collecting the PVCs, Mr. Ede said. Ekena Okonkwo, another official of the radio station, in a viral video clip. Let me see if we can get the video clip. Hold on. I think we may well be able to get the video clip. Let's see if we can get that. Yes. Hold on. I'm just going to try and see if I can download it. Let's download that. So there's a video clip circulating of the PVCs found by this hunter in Anambra State forest. So let me see if I can grab that and play it to you. Let's just see. Okay, yes, I might be able to grab that. So let's see if it's something we can use. Okay. So let's grab that. So where were we with the story? Ekena Okonkwo, another official of the radio station, in a viral video circulating on Facebook, said they had checked about 3% of the entire PVCs brought by the hunter and noticed the cards belong to people mainly from the council area. This is wickedness. Thousands of PVCs here, he said, dipping his hand in a bucket where some of the cards were kept. These guys, residents, have looked for their PVC. They lost hope that they have PVCs, Mr. Okonkwo lamented. The official said the discovery was a confirmation that people were working to sabotage the election in the southeast. So that is something that has been circulating within the southeast region. So that's something that's been circulated within the southeast region. Let's see if Solly is ready now. If it's not ready, so Solly, are you ready to speak now? We don't want our long silences. We want comments.
No, it's because I was using Wi-Fi. I'm in a gym, but I'm using my
You are
mobile
in a
internet
gym.
now.
What are you
Yes.
doing in a gym? You should be in a restaurant, man. You're too skinny to be in a gym.
Restaurant is after.
Restaurant is
Yes.
after. Oh, all right.
So what I was saying is that at the end of the day, it's all about self-interest of the country. Who are they going to listen to? Nigerian government or Simon Ekpa? Some people are saying he wasn't arrested, that they just came to question him, to pick him up. I'm sure if they can hold him till after election is done, they will hold him, you know. So it's just I don't know why this election is so important to Nigerian government right now, or maybe it's more important to the international community. But they are trying to, maybe they have an agenda to push. Who knows? But it's very important to them, and they are making sure that every corner is check marked. As much as they can do the election everywhere peacefully, they are going to make it happen. Someone like Simon Ekpa won't be able to stop them from doing election in the southeast. It's just one person against the Nigerian government. If you really wanted to help Nigeria, you will find a way to use all its power and influence to put somebody, his own people, inside the political system. But he's going for the grandiose and using action, violence, and all these things. So in my mind, he's just trying to milk them. He's not really trying to, he's trying to financially milk them. He's not really trying to create any change, and he's using fear as his weapon.
Solly is not even a case that is trying to financially make them that are in your mind. It's actually just financially milking them. This guy is an opportunist who sees a business window open within that
Yes.
Biafran space with the absence of Nnamdi Kanu. And by the way, I've put up this picture. So anybody saying they went to question him, you can see an arrest taking place there. So you can
Yes,
see
but
the
there's no
tiny little
handcuff.
man. Huh?
There's no handcuff.
It's been
Handcuff.
escorted by the police. So they
Yes,
didn't go to,
they can just detain him for a certain amount of days, which is what I think they are going to do.
well,
So
that's an
because
arrest. If you are deprived of your liberty by the police, then that's an arrest.
okay, yes, but no conviction yet.
Of course, it's not been convicted. It's not been presented in a court of law.
So
But
that's just what they'll do. That is very smart that they can do. They can just hold him till after the election is done.
yeah, no, but I don't think they'll hold him just till after the election is done. I suspect that they will hold him to face some sort of justice system because this guy, his incitement has led to the loss of several lives. So it's not being caught for a misdemeanor like breaking a traffic light or speeding on the road. It's being caught for activities that has hemorrhaged human lives. So they're not going to hold him just to remove him for the
But
election. No,
is it
this
directly
guy
or indirectly?
is going to be Nnamdi Kanu's roommate within the next 48 hours. No doubt about that.
No, I don't think they will deport him to Nigeria. I don't think they will do that.
Why not?
I think,
You know that this is on the request of Godfrey Oyema,
yeah,
the foreign affairs, the foreign minister, the foreign affairs minister.
I think he's a Finnish citizen, you know. So and he has a Finnish
Yeah, he's a naturalized Finnish citizen, though. So his
he,
primary citizenship is Nigeria.
I think he can fight that deportation, you know, that extradition to Nigeria. I think he can legally fight it. I don't think they can lock him up for anything serious or long, you
What do
know.
you mean they can't lock him up for? He's inciting a mass
Is it
murder in the
indirectly?
southeast.
Is it indirectly or is it directly inciting it? If it's indirectly, he can
No,
fight
no.
it.
What do you mean indirectly? As a consequence of his utterances, human lives are being lost.
He can fight that legally.
He can fight what legally?
You can fight that legally. I'm telling you one man. If you have even a decent lawyer, can fight that legally. As long as it's not direct incitement, you can fight that legally. If
So
it's
what
smart
do you mean
enough,
by
you
direct incitement? It says go and kill and burn them down, and they go and kill and burn them down.
okay, then
Of
that's
course, it's direct
direct.
on that.
That's direct. I don't know if he has done that, but if it's that way, then that's direct. That's what I was asking. So I don't know what's going to happen to him, but man, I don't know why they always do this thing without any backup plan or protection. Anyway, what is going to happen to all his money now?
Well, his wife will control that, honey. They're already fighting over the Nnamdi Kanu money. He's now issuing directives on how the money should be handled. So there it is. Another Python dance in that area. No doubt. Just it's just the ridiculousness of it.
They are just preying on the the passion for the tribe. You
Mm.
know, they are preying on them, and well, it's something they will learn from. At the end of the day, I don't know if somebody will run to take his space again, or this will be the end. That's the main question. But at the end of the day, I know that these people will get the election that they want,
Uh, uh,
and the
uh,
international bodies are helping them, which I don't know why. I don't understand the agenda there.
do you think this is to do with the Nigerian election or the excesses of this guy?
It's the Nigerian election. I think it's fully to do with the Nigerian election. The international bodies are fully supporting it. They are making some claims which I know that they will not do, like, oh, if somebody does this, they will not allow them to come into their country. Other one is just talk. But they have agenda. I think it's because China is crawling more into Africa. They too, they want to set their own presence. They too, they will have their own favorite candidates. So it all plays together.
What has China coming into Africa got to do with this?
They are moving into Africa now. They are making investments. They are getting Africa on their side. And US, they've come and mention how many times it's better to work with the West than to work with China. But African leaders most of them are not really listening to that. So everybody is going for their interest.
All right, I'm not quite sure what that has got to do with it, but hold steady. Let's hear from Radio Biafra, who has joined us. So your Lord and Master Radio Biafra has been picked up
Mr.
to
One
be
Man.
eating big beans or the
When did
equivalent
that criminal,
in
Mr.
Finland.
One Man, hold on. When did that criminal become my Lord and Master? Tell me this.
Is it not the champion
In
of
all
your
the time,
space?
hold on. In all the time I've been coming onto your platform, when did I ever advocate for or show support for this criminal in Finland?
But is your daddy now your collective daddy? Is it not the one
My
directing you?
daddy,
Yeah?
he's a criminal. He's working for your zoo government. Don't you know? Your zoo government paid him to be doing all this mischievous thing he's doing, killing people up and down. But the idiot didn't realize this thing has consequences. Let me ask you, my leader, my master, as you want to put it.
Okay. Hold on, Radio Biafra. Let's start from the beginning. What did you make of the news when you saw it? Hold on? Did you have any anticipation of it? And when you heard the news, how did you receive it?
Actually, to be honest with you, I just got the news now. I just went to collect my little girl from nursery and start flickering through Facebook. Then I'm hearing that initially I thought it was fake news. I saw the picture whereby looked like he was apprehended by the Finnish security authority. I was thinking maybe this is some fake news. Then I called my wife who's at work and I said, have you heard the news? So I'm just like, I'm happy because I know that man is a criminal. He's not fighting for no Biafra or anything. He's a zoo agent. His job is to destabilize the east of that contraption called Nigeria. That's his job. But the idiot didn't realize this thing has consequences. And this is what he's facing now. You understand? Let me ask you, some people have labeled the same thing on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never advocated for any violence of killing people of anywhere. Who yourself have decimated such falseness. He has never. All he was advocating for was referendum. Let people decide. You cannot tell me what's going on in Nigeria is all fake news and all this thing.
No, don't worry. Nnamdi Kanu is a very violent man. We all know that. But the level of violence.
If he's violent, what allegation is he facing now in the Nigerian judicial system? The allegation that he faced has been dismissed by the Nigerian Court of Appeal. The entirety of the allegation, every single one has been dismissed. So what allegation is he facing now? You're still claiming that he's a violent man and all this thing. Tell me one that he's facing now.
Can I interject? I want to
yes, Charlie, please interject.
You said he's an agent of Nigeria, so basically no accountability. You take all blame back to Nigerian government. That is Nigerian government that hired him. Is that what you're saying?
Can you repeat what you just said?
That is what you said. You said he's an agent of the
what
zoo.
You just said. I didn't hear what you said.
You are saying that Nigerian government hired him. Basically, you are removing accountability from him. And you are blaming Nigerian government again for this kind of thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, but it doesn't remove.
So how do you know this? What explain the logic to us of that?
Okay, all right then. I've hired somebody, to go and kill my partner.
What is your proof? Yes? What is your proof?
What is my proof that he has been hired by the Nigerian government?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes.
Okay, the man claims that he's fighting for Biafra and all this thing. What proof do you have that he's legitimately fighting for Biafra? Is it just shouting on his
the proof I have is him saying it on YouTube, live streaming it almost every day.
Okay, so
I
you
asked,
just
what is your
hearing
own
him
proof?
saying on his platform in one room somewhere.
All right, gentlemen, pause a moment. Let's bring Baba Akure into the conversation. So, Baba Akure, it's another day, another news within the Nigerian state, but Simon Ekpa now has been picked up by the Finnish authorities. So, how did you come across this news? How are you digesting it? Is it good or bad news? What do you think underpins all this? The wayward guy from the southeast, he's been picked up now by the Vikings in Finland. Is this good news, Baba Akure? Good to see you. It's been a while.
Thank you very much, woman, and thank you everybody for asking about me. Anyway, well, it has been a long time that I came online. Anyway, well, to me, when I heard about what has been happening in the eastern part of Nigeria, I was somehow concerned that Samuel Ekpa said that, oh, nobody should come out to vote for an mention, because I listened to Channel TV this morning from one Igeli or to some, in fact, almost all the Igbo land, that nobody should come out, which I think might be a very big obstacle for Peter Obi. But when I hear that this guy was arrested, I was somehow happy. Why was I happy? Because I don't care whatever anybody want to say anyway, or that is my own opinion, because I want Peter Obi to win the election. It doesn't really matter.
You are still there? You are still with Peter Obi? You are still there?
I'm still. I can tell you one man, if I'm in Nigeria today, that is the person I would vote for. It doesn't really matter to me. So I'm very happy that at least this guy is caught. He might has though some people might still be afraid of coming out to vote on that very day. But to me, it's a very good news. For me as a person, as a supporter of Peter Obi, it doesn't really matter whoever have a different opinion. But that is my own choice. So everybody, this is democratic space. So you're free to choose whoever you want to vote for. If I like, I choose Showore, even though I know that he's not going to win. I can choose Showore. I can choose Abiola. That is my own choice. So Obi is my choice. So I'm very happy that this guy is arrested. Then
do you think this arrest is linked? What are you linking this arrest with? Are you linking it more with the elections or with this?
I will say yes. That is exactly what I want to say, because Solly did mention that some Western world they are very interesting in this thing, which is, in fact, I can tell you, this is the first time. If you look at Channel TV this morning, you will see how many ambassadors talking, advising people to come out. Which are though they might be talking, but they might be talking undergroundly and but televised the one advising Nigerians to come out and vote. I can tell you, woman.
Can I interject something quickly, please? Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Now, ask yourself, I want to ask you people something, yeah? Have you noticed whenever the Nigerian this contraption, every time they have an election, all these international countries and the politicians will come to Nigeria space to advise people, come and get your PVC, come and vote. But when there's killings, when there are all these things happening in Nigeria, you don't hear them come out in mass like they do regarding this it's not like an election, it's election, you know. But you don't hear them with such enthusiasm to come out and telling people, why there's so much killing, why there's so much poverty, why there's so much conflict, why there's but it's always election. Now, if they had, you believe that they arrested Simon Ekpa because he's telling people, which is a civic right, to advise people, oh, sit at home, don't come and
how is that a civic right?
But he is not the constitutional authority to say that.
No, No, is it illegal to tell somebody, say, look, my friend, don't go out and vote. Sit at home.
It is illegal. It's not telling them though; it's forcing them.
Yes, exactly. But I'm just saying in that way that if you're just like way Manzanam kind of was saying before that he was advising people, this is what's going on in Nigeria. Advise you to stay at home. Don't come and vote.
Nnamdi Kanu was not advising people; he was forcing them.
No, where did he force anybody to come and?
He was forcing them with guns. But let's get back to Baba Kure.
No. They were the
sorry, we'll go to that space in a moment, but let Baba Kure have his say. We want to hear his take on now this bombshell news.
So, like Solly said, a lot of foreign dignitary have been talking about, Nigeria should come out and vote, which I have seen for the very first time in my lifetime. I watch a lot of them today talking about, Nigeria should come out. And I also reckon with what this person just said, that why didn't they come out when there's some conflicts going on in the country, like issue of kidnapping, like issue of NSAS. Look, let's just use NSAS as a focal point. I think I want to believe that they understand what is going on in Nigeria. They know that because we do not have a very good government who care about citizens, that is why all these things are happening. But they have chance now. We have we might still have a little bit doubt about beavers and this and the way the election is going to be is being organized, but we have faith. I want to believe that this election is going to be like 1993. Somebody was challenging me here the other time and said, what do I know about 1993? Where I know much about Abiola and I know much about 1993. So this election is going to be what we did in 1993. 1993 was that the only difference is that 1993 we line up and they have to count us. It's an open one, but this one is going to be secret. But this issue of transmitting the results directly to the INEC server, I think is going to at least assist us in getting good leader. Peter Obi might not win, and at least he will shake the table anyway, which will make these people to sit tight that, oh no, I think Nigeria is they are getting serious now right now. So let's go back to the issue. I'm very happy that this guy is arrested. I cannot be more than happy. At least.
Do you think he should be extradited, or do you think he will be extradited to Nigeria to go and occupy that room next to Nnamdi Kanu? Because Godfrey Onyema, the foreign affairs minister, he had called in the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria a week ago to file an official complaint. And off the back of that complaint, now this arrest has taken place. So this looks like at the request of Nigeria. So if they are requesting his arrest, then they should really have him extradited, because where he broke the law is not in Finland, but in Nigeria.
Well, that is true. And I want to believe that whatever the law that they are going to use, maybe inciting violence, I think that is going to apply in Finnish law too. So technically, if it is going to be a crime in Finnish too, but they will not. But they are not going to just send him to Nigeria just like that. Finnish government they are not going to behave like that of Kenya. They will have to go through a due process. Nigeria government will have to make a request where they might ask them to arrest, fine. But they still have to make requests that, okay, we want you guys to extradite this person. They will send the document and then they will go to court. Samayepa will also have his own court and we have say in the court. Then the judge will now decide if there is a reasonable doubt to send him to Nigeria or retain him in Finland, or even let him go. But I want to believe, like Solly said, I want to believe that they are going to hold him until after election. I want to believe that. And I think it has a lot to do, his arrest has a lot to do with this election. Why is it now that they quickly switched into action and they find him. So I think it has a lot of things to do with the election. But I'm very happy that the guy was arrested anyway.
But Babakure, do you think his Finnish citizenship will come into play in terms of him being able to be renditioned back to Nigeria? Do you think he will hide under that passport, or do you think they will strip him of that Finnish citizenship and just and then put him on the next plane back to Abuja?
I don't. That's not how it works, one man. That's not how it works. The point is that he is not fighting war against Finnish government. So in that case, I want to believe that they are not going to take that away from him.
Of course they will.
They will not.
Why not?
Because he is not.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Isaac.
Ask me a question.
If this arrest that he has been arrested, right, and he gets, it's going to lead somewhere, right? It's going to lead to the Finnish courts. So if he get convicted, what's going to happen afterwards? In this country, in the UK, if you are, from my understanding, if you are convicted for a crime that is a sentence of, is it 2 years or more, like that will happen to your brother at the Yinka, they will soon up. They can apply for.
Bro, that is UK. That is UK. This is Europe. Okay, it's different laws.
Finland is not going to do that. Because okay, now based on what I understand about citizenship anyway, based on where I am, which I technically apply to most part of the civilized world.
Is a part of the Western government, by the way.
I don't think they are going to. I don't think they are going to stream him off from office. I mean, stream him
Why
off
would
office.
they harbor a criminal in the country that is not indigenous?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's part of Europe or the Western world. They all share similar laws, but each country has its own specific different laws.
And I'm willing to tell you that we have the same law
of him like that.
Sorry, we've had it with a girl called Shamina Begum.
That is terrorism charge. That is terrorism.
And that is UK.
Is this not terrorism? What Samanika is doing?
No, one man. This is not. This is inciting violence. Different from terrorism charge. He is not. To me, I don't think they're going to. No matter what.
European laws are different from UK laws. European laws are different from UK.
I believe the Nigerian government will apply for extradition of this Simon Ekpa to make it look like they are not in cahoot with him and all this thing. They will do all this thing to make it look like on the face of it they're not in part of this criminality this man is doing and all this thing. Just watch and see. They will apply for extradition, but they didn't apply the same for Martin Nnamdi Kanu. They kidnapped him.
Nnamdi Kanu was a fleeing fugitive. Hold on. Nnamdi Kanu was a fleeing fugitive who jumped bail.
Okay, if he was
he was an international criminal on the run.
A fleeing fugitive, why didn't they apply for extradition? Extradition still applies in that case if he was a fleeing fugitive.
No. He was arrested and put back as he was. So that's a different set of circumstances.
Evidence you have he was arrested and not
No. Hold on.
Okay.
Simon Ekpa is a suspect that has been arrested by the authorities. Nnamdi Kanu was a fleeing criminal that was caught by the police. So different scenarios.
But in all the court trials that he was facing in Nigeria, where was it that it was stated and documents were proven that he was extradited from Kenya?
No, he was renditioned. It's a different set of circumstances, isn't it? Simon Ekpa is a suspect that has been arrested by the police.
What do you mean by rendition?
Forcefully taken from one place to another.
Is that what I said? He was that same thing is kidnapping.
He wasn't kidnapped, he was renditioned.
You said he was forcibly taken. Why was he forcibly taken?
By law. He wasn't taken, it was taken by law forcefully.
But they did not disclose this in court.
Oh, well, they don't have to disclose everything in court. They're secretive.
Oh my God, man! What kind of
You have no concept of what you are talking about, my friend.
You have no concept of basic law, my friend.
Bro, you have no concept. You have no
You're
concept.
clouded. You're clouded by emotions, man. Clouded by
I'm not
emotions.
trying, I'm trying to go by facts. You cannot forcibly remove somebody from another country where you do not have jurisdiction, and you tell me that's not kidnapping.
Well, if it's in collaboration with the local authorities of that space, then it's still within the ambit of operations by secret police and whatnot.
POV have taken this case to Kenya. Are you aware of that in Kenya?
And what joy are you getting from there?
Well, the joy I'm trying to get is fact.
No. What results are you getting from Kenya?
In collaboration with the country where he was forcibly removed.
Okay, so no. What are you getting from Kenya? What joy are you getting from Kenya?
I'm trying to get facts from that part of the world where he was kidnapped.
So you're not getting anything from Kenya. You're not getting anything from Nigeria. A fleeing fugitive apprehended and taken back into custody.
He was not a fleeing fugitive. He was kidnapped.
It was not a fleeing fugitive,
my friend.
He jumped bail and ran.
Oh my goodness!
Did he or did he not? Did he or did he not jump bail and run?
He was forced to run to save his life.
I'm not saying whether he was forced or not. Did he or did he not jump bail and run?
No, he did not.
He did not jump bail.
No.
And he did not escape the country.
No, he did not.
All right. So he told the authorities he was going on holiday.
In the Nigerian court,
let's just get back to Babakure, man. Go have a sip of coffee.
Answer this question before you
just pull your Radio Biafra. Pull yourself off for a moment.
Mr. Woman, please answer me this question. Are you listening?
We are all listening.
Okay. Show me. You know what? I've lost my train of thought.
Of course, because it doesn't make sense. That's why you can't pull it out.
What
more? Yeah. Let's hear from Babakure, who has the floor. Babakure, so now, all this narrative of no votes in the Southeast. So this is quite timely then to quickly put an end to that. And of course, now the confidence in the Southeast by people who want to exercise their constitutional rights to have a say in the elections. So they feel a bit freer now, I suspect, now that this guy has been removed from circulation.
Well, like I said earlier, it is a very good news. But I also think that some people will come out to vote in Southeast, but some people will still be afraid of coming out. But it is up to Southeast. I will quote from Autumn, Samuel Autumn. He said, "You guys said you've been marginalized. Then you have the opportunity now." Because that was what I was even thinking when I heard about Samuel Ekpa instructing some people that they should not come out from Ugeli to some part in eastern part of Nigeria. And I said to myself, look at this guy. So a lot of people will not come out because of that threat. Meanwhile, Samuel Otom also mentioned that, okay, you guys said, oh, you've been marginalized and you have the opportunity now. So I just put that together that, okay, well, you have opportunity now, then you want to use your own ignorance to spoil the show for yourself. So even if Peter B does not win on Saturday, but he already made the name. If he does not, he has already changed the political history of Nigeria and the landscape of Nigeria. So, to me, it's a good news to me. It might be bad news.
Yeah, but if he doesn't win, on Saturday, and there's no indication that he has any chance of doing that. So if he doesn't win, then the whole thing has just been an exercise in futility. It means absolutely nothing, because if he doesn't win, then Atiku Abubakar or Tinubu will be your president for the next 8 years. And so nothing
You cannot
really.
say one man. You cannot say next 8 years. Yeah, I can tell you that because look at what happened. What happened during Goodluck Jonathan. So this issue of 8 years, I would suggest that you guys, with what Labour Party has already done right now, with what Nigerian youth are already achieved right now, it doesn't really matter if Peter Obi win or not. I know for sure if Tinubu even win, it will sit tight that I think there's a fire on the mountain. If Atiku does win too, they will sit tight. Whoever win, they will sit tight because it is not issue. It is not as business as usual anymore.
Is that what you think? You know what I think?
That is what I know.
I think if and when Tinubu or Atiku win, they will crush that space. They will crush that space. They will buy Peter Obi off, and Peter Obi, he has a price because, of course, he's a businessman. We know how he was. They will buy him off and kill off that space. That's just what they'll do.
Another person will come out again.
You go back to Showore.
I am telling you, one man, the political history and the political landscape of Nigeria already changed, and that is how it's going to change forever. Whoever win, if they like, they sit tight and do what is needful. If they don't like, they can continue with the old paradigm. Then they will see the result in the next 4 years. So that's why I'm saying to you, do not say that because somebody win today is going to spend 8 years. Take example from Goodluck Jonathan. Even things were not even bad as this at that time.
I disagree with you. I know APC.
That's fine.
I know how these people play their politics. They will crush. It will be non-existent. Even Peter Obi will start promoting their government. That's the level it will reach.
That's fine. We shall all be alive.
Okay.
Yes. But Ababakure, what is your anticipation of Saturday? What do you think is going to play out? I'm asking you to use your head, not your emotions now. So in brain, not emotions. What do you think will play out on Saturday?
Well, I don't know if I was watching you yesterday anyway on at the backstage when one guy was talking and he was referring you to what this Patterson.
Yeah, Atado Patterson. Yeah,
Patterson said, and I'm going to go with what he said. Peter Obi might not win, but I know for sure it's going to shake the table. He might not win, but it's going to shake the table. So this is not emotion. Tinubu might win because I'm suspecting he might. To me, I'm looking at Tinubu and Peter Obi to win the election. Atiku has no space. You might have contrary opinion, but that is my own opinion. It's going to be between Tinubu and Peter Obi.
You know, Baba Akure, the numbers don't give Peter Obi any chance. The data, all the permutations of what is known within the Nigerian behavior and political landscape, it places Peter Obi a distant third. It will just marginally, maybe with a few 100,000, do better than Kwakwanso.
I like that. I like that. I like that comment.
You know why people are saying that, Baba Akure? No. You see all this enthusiasm that you see around Peter Obi is mainly based in the South. It's not a northern enthusiasm. There are little pockets of those enthusiasms in the north from the educated yuppies.
And you have scattered one in the west.
What's that? No, but do you see the point though? And the bulk of the voter numbers are in the north, where Peter Obi has not really been able to make an incursion because he has played his politics very southern and very Christian. So that's the politics he has campaigned on. So people that look at that, they don't see Peter Obi being anything outside of third, a respectable third, but no more than that, And then people actually see him after the elections going back to PDP.
Okay, all right. Well, we have just like let's just say like in the next 4 or 5 days, the sky will clear. The rain, I mean, the rain that is up there will fall and everything will be settled. But I can bet it with you, the race is going to be between Tinubu and Obi. You can do any permutation that you want that he is not going to get any vote in the north. That's fine, but just wait until Monday.
All right, Baba, let's get a reaction from a Nigerian based Finland guy reacting to Simon Ekpa being arrested, and then you tell me what you're making of it. I haven't seen it myself, so let's watch it together. It's only about 40 seconds, and then you give us a reaction.
Sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria that has killed a lot of people in Nigeria. I trust the Finnish government. I trust the Finnish government. That's why I'm here, contributing to the development of Finland. God bless Finland. God bless Sana Marine. God bless the government of Finland. God bless the Finnish police. They've done a great job. Simon Ekpa, the leader of autopilot terrorist group who incites violence in Nigeria, violence that provokes killing, has just been arrested. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. Simon Ekpa has been arrested. Finnish police. Kudos, kudos, kudos.
Oh, okay, so that's that reaction then. A Southeasterner based in Finland reacting to the arrest of Simon Ekpa. So it seems to be universal, the celebration of the arrest of this guy. So who exactly are his followership? With everybody so celebratory that he has been arrested, who exactly do you think his followership are, and where are they?
Honestly, one man, I can't really tell, but I know what I know for sure is that, you know, there was some issue when Kanu was arrested between some faction of IPOB and so I think IPOB has two factions now, right? Anyway, that is what I want to believe, because I want to believe most of them. I think we have to line up right now with what is going on. Like, okay, the election about Peter Obi. I think most of them will have to follow that. But the scattered part of them will be with Simon Ekpa, and I think that is what is playing out here anyway.
All right. And how are the baby duties going, Baba? You've not lost weight. I was expecting you to have lost weight as a result of Abi, you've abandoned it to Madam Abi. Are you one of those guys? You abandoned everything?
No. I try my best. It is very hard anyway, but I try my best. But one of these days you will see the baby.
Yeah, no, we all want to, we are all looking forward to that. How are your nappy changing duties? Should I come and give you lessons?
Well, you mean the way I sleep, right?
No, nappy changing. Are you changing?
Well, you know, I know about that before, so I'm coming up with that anyway.
Well, are you doing your share though of the nappy changing? You're a suspect,
No, not really.
You find a way to run out of the house, Abi. I have to go and do something, and then you run in the car, Abi.
No, not really. I try my best, at least not that much to the up to the way it's supposed to be, but at least I'm trying my best anyway. That is how.
Hold on, let Ajale Koko yab you. I think Ajale Koko wants to yab you. Ajale Koko, you were saying.
I said Papa Akure is a veteran. I said he's a veteran in nappy changing.
He's a veteran in nappy changing. They can do it with one hand, I had to learn those skills very quickly. I never knew I could master it, but you quickly master it, but then it is.
Anyway, what I learned most right now is that I know when the baby is because if any little poo-poo come out, just little minute one, if it come out, the baby wants it to be clean very fast. So then it will be like uncomfortable. So then I realized, okay, well, I think let me just check the pampers to see maybe he already has little poo-poo in it or something like that nature. So then when I do that now, the baby will be relieved and laugh.
All right, Emmanuel, I hope you are listening. You are wanting to get married. This is what you have to look forward to, Emmanuel.
Yes, Oh my, good evening, everybody. Adale Koko, Baba Kure, sorry, it's been a while to be here. One man, actually I'm a last born in my house, so I quite
Yes.
know one or two. So, of course, my wife will also do a lot. I just have to, assist in one way or the other because I'm a software engineer, so I might not really have that time.
Look at that
So,
guy. You don't have time to change nappies. So what are you talking about? Look at this guy. You will change nappies and you will love it. To more important matters though, Emmanuel, your champion, your holy savior. The Finnish authorities have now picked him up. What says you? Holy no more.
yeah, one man. I don't know whether you have heard from me for long that I never supported IPOP or East Autop or whatever they call it, that name. Even Namdi Kalu, I never have sympathies for him till today. Because I don't if you're agitating and you're empowering your citizen or your fellow uh, countrymen with gun to go out and cause problem, I totally disagree with that. I totally disagree with that. You people need to understand that this whole Biafra of a thing, in as much as some of us have sympathy to it, but when you come to causing violence and killing our brothers, most of us distance ourselves from it. You can agitate, you can, call for referendum or call for separation and stuff like that. I don't have any problem with that. But when you begin to incite violence or telling people, you must do this, how can you practically enforcing people to do something in our in this regime 21st centuries? Where is it done? As in this world, how can you do that? Election is not forced. You can't force somebody to vote, and you can't force somebody not to vote. It's a liberty of that person to make his choice whether he wants to vote or not. But when you are beginning to enforce, you must. That is the problem. You are not just you are not more like agitating again. You are causing problem. And I mean personally, I can tag you as a terrorist. I can personally tag you as a terrorist. Immediately you cross that red line of giving them gun to go out. With all this unknown government, we don't know what is happening there. This thing generated because Nnamdi Kanu and all this Ekpa empower these people with gun. That is where this that's the genesis of this problem. And most of our Igbo leaders, so when things are happening, they just tend to close their eyes and they will not come out and say something until that thing become, so heavy that they cannot control it anymore. Me, I'm not in support of it.
How is the news being received in Nigeria, Emmanuel? Is the news coming through that this guy has been arrested, and how is it being received in Nigeria? The arrest of Simon Ekpa.
Well, like I told you, I'm always glued to my laptop, but like about 1 hour ago, I just have to flip to my Instagram. So I saw the news. Then a lot of people were just tweeting and retweeting, no obedient now, they will go wild. So that is how the whole thing, everybody, like some of the tweets I saw, they were happy and stuff like that. Even today, supposed to be a sit at home order from Simon Ekpa, but nobody obeyed that order. You get? And somebody died yesterday. A PDP man was killed and burnt, and a Labour Party person was killed and burnt. One man, tell me who, because to me, I was telling them that they need to make a proper investigation, because this thing could come from the angle you might not expect. Because I'm suspecting that guy. It could not be. You can tell me that, okay, because of politics, the politicians, they are fighting themselves. It's possible they are not the one. This is just many of those miscreants that are just trying to, tamper the election.
How
So,
do you
but
think this? How do you think this arrest is going to impact on Peter Obi's fortunes in the on Saturday?
well, from the look of things, even before the arrest of this man, the Southeasterners said that rather you kill them than to stop them from voting. That is the language I was hearing already. Though I'm not there. I'm in Abuja. But some of them, some of my friends, everybody said that it's not. You can only die once. That's what they said. But as far as Obi is on that ticket, it's a do or die affair. So now that they have really cleared that road for them, it's going to be like a saving magic. So it's going to be a good thing for P2B and stuff like that, and other parties, because APC and PDP will still make some, inroads and get some of their vote from that region. So it's going to be a good development for everybody to just freely vote and go your house and relax, instead of being being afraid to come out and exercise your civic right. I think it's a good development. Me, as far as I'm concerned, they should bring him back to Nigeria and place him next door to the Nnamdi Kanu. I think I'll be very.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question to you. That do you want him repatriated to Nigeria, and then, as you said, to reacquaint himself with his big brother Nandi?
Yes, I think they should put him next to the Nnamdi's door, so that after Nnamdi case that he should, because I bumped to that one of that platform one day. One man, I could not stay there for like 5 minutes. It was toxic. It was terrible. I just have to, find a way not for YouTube not to refer me to or bring that kind of page to my YouTube page. So like I just have to block those areas. It was terrible, one man. I keep telling everybody that this IPO of a thing, when you cross that red line, I'm not in support of it. You can tell them, fine, don't do this, please, don't do this. You can admonish them not to vote. This is what you're looking for. But when you begin to incite violence and kill your people, you cross the red.
Can I interject something, please?
Carry on. You've paused him, so carry on.
Okay. Uka, have you ever been in?
So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Is it me or Uka should carry on?
Yeah. Go on now. Emmanuel, let Radio Biafra interject for a moment.
All right, Uka. Listen, a quick question: have you ever been in support of IPOB or Biafra movement? Have you at any time been in support?
Well, I've never been in support of it.
Okay, that's what I want to get. But carry on.
Yes, and two.
Sorry, hold on. What does that establish?
But I'm only wait.
Hold on,
engaged them.
Hold on, Emmanuel. Hold on. Radio Biafra. What does that question establish?
No, you see, because people like him, they will come out and say, "Oh, I don't support this because of the violence and all this thing." So I'm just curious to find out if they have ever been in support of this. Some of our people that are saying, "Look, we want to take our own destiny in our own hands." I just want to find out from people like him if they have ever been in support, because they always come out with, "Oh, there's violence, so I'm not in support of the violence and all this thing." I'm just curious if they have ever been in support. Now that he said he's never ever been in support, that tells me that this man he's a one Nigerian. You understand? So regardless of alleged killings or no killings, he wants Nigeria and he likes the way Nigeria is going. He doesn't support that there are people that with genuine grievance against the Nigerian contraption. They've never been in support of it.
I don't know who's talking.
That's Radio Biafra. That's Radio Biafra.
Okay, I would like to reply to him. See, like my principal used to say, Peter Obi said that Biafra war has been done for over 50 years ago. That the only thing we can do is appeal. We can only appeal to them. We know that a lot of things was done against them, but the anger and all this whole venom that is coming from that angle is not going to solve problem. The problem, see, the Biafra something just have to sit on the table and come to a conclusion and give them whatever they are seeking for. As in like, if you want, you will table it and bring it to the table. This is what I want. This is what we want from that region. But if you're not, because anyway, I won't really blame them because the president was not giving them listening ear. Fine. You understand? So, but if you get someone that will give them listening ear, I think they should listen and bring their problem to the table and let it be solved.
So you accept that the Nigerian government under this Buhari regime has never given us a listening ear, but you're still not in support of the Biafran movement.
All right, so stay there, Emmanuel. I want to ask you about the gunmen killing Labour Party candidate in Enugu East, and I think there's also incidents in Cross Rivers or River State rather. Still the same gunmen. So I want to ask you about that. But before I ask you about that, I want to sample Ajanle Koko's opinion on the news of the day. So Simon Ekpa now, the noisemaker from Finland, now silenced. So Ajanle Koko, what are you making of this news? It's just a bombshell news a day from the Nigerian space, but this now, is it good news, Ajanle Koko?
Thank you, woman. Greetings to our listeners around the world. Click on the like button, share, and subscribe. My brother, Alessandra Gomez, broke the news to me this morning. Well, it's going to be a good news to Nigerian state. It's going to be a good news to Easterners that are not in support of the violence going on in the East. It's going to be a good news to obedient that are seeing Obi as the better option for Nigeria at the moment, and that are strongly committed to this project for president. So, but will this arrest of Ekpa stop the agitation for Biafra? No, it's not. It's never going to stop it. The guys in Igbo land in the east that are known as unknown gunmen that are carrying out this attack, they are strongly committed to the cause they are fighting too. So as long as Nigerian state remains incapable to stop those guys from carrying out the attack, nothing is going to change. So if Nigerian state cannot, negotiate with these people and bring them and bring them to a state of doing away with their gun, nothing is going to change. Ekpa is just one person, and it's not in Nigeria. It's far away in Finland. So I believe that some other guys will take up the job that Ekpa is doing. Remember that Nnamdi Kanu was the one that was doing this internet war against Nigerian state. And when Nnamdi Kanu was picked up, Ekpa took it from where Nnamdi Kanu ended his own. Now, Ekpa been picked up. I believe another person will pick it up from there. This is a cause that some people are strongly committed to. They believe in it, and you can't take it away. You can't change them, except Nigerian state do something that can convince them that, oh yes, they've been fully accepted. Justice is being done. To show that yes. What they are fighting for, Nigerian state are ready to carry them along in the scheme of things in the running of Nigerian state. They believe that Nigerian state does not carry the Igbo along, or they see themselves as being neglected. They see themselves as um, they see themselves as no future for them in Nigeria. So it's as long as we have those guys still carrying arms in that place that still remain unknown, nothing is going to change. One man, nothing is going to change.
Ajanle Koko, the Nigerian Foreign Affairs Minister Godfrey Onyema, he invited the Finnish ambassador for conversations and really to lodge to register a complaint just a few days ago, just about not up to a week ago, and then consequently, there was somebody actually sent me a clip about 2 days ago about Simon Ekpa being discussed at the Finnish Parliament. And then about 2 days later, now we're seeing this arrest take place. So are we to conclude that this arrest is as a consequence of the Nigerian complaint that's been lodged? And if it is as a consequence of the Nigerian complaint being lodged, are we expecting then that Simon Ekpa will be extradited to Nigeria?
I believe that Nigerian state put a lot of pressure on Finland, maybe in collaboration with some European nation or some other power that be in the Western world. And Finland, responded by carefully monitoring his activity. And maybe they have got some clue about what he is doing that look like terrorist activity. They got their facts right. I believe they've been monitoring for some time. They got their facts right, and before they box into his house, So yes, Nigerian state, I believe they will request for his extradition to Nigeria, but I don't think that Finland will do that because that will be. I don't think they will do that because they know it's gonna violate his human right. He did not commit any crime in Nigeria. He lives in Finland and he only communicates, via internet. So whatever he's doing, if he has violated the law of Finland, Finland will punish him in Finland. They will not take him to Nigeria. It's just going to be like, what do I say? What happened to this guy in Britain, Adeola's grandson?
Adeyinka grandson.
Adeyinka grandson, Adeyinka grandson. Well, the similar, they charge him for maybe terrorism. I think they exonerated him on terrorism, but for tribal hate or internet hate or something like that. So he was convicted and he's serving his jail time in Britain. The same thing they're going to do to Ekpa. They're not going to extradite him because that will violate international norm because he has not physically committed any act of terrorism against Nigerian state. By my own view, I might be wrong, but by my own view, I don't think he has committed anything against Nigerian state. It might be, they might charge him for maybe, how do I say, is it instigating or what is it? What's the right word to use?
Inciting.
Huh?
Inciting.
Inciting, yes. Inciting violence or something like that. But I don't think it's going to be on terrorism charge. But we don't know what they have thought against him because white people will not bust into something if they don't get their facts right. I believe the Finland authority have been monitoring him. They have got some things to use against him at the law court. That was what is responsible for busting into his home and his arrest. That we are seeing now. So they're not going to extradite him. By my word,
How do you think this arrest is going to impact on Peter Obi's electoral fortunes? Will it impact on it in any way, or what does this mean for Peter Obi?
I think that those guys on the ground that are carrying arms in the east, I think they will responded violently to show their dissatisfaction to the arrest of their boss. I don't think this will cow them. They will want to fight back because they are the one on the ground. They are the one telling people that not to go out and vote. They are the one that are carrying out this attack, particularly the one that they just did overnight, the Labour Party senator that they murdered. So I believe between now and Saturday, they would like to unleash terror in that land, I mean in the east, to scare people because their objective is to scare people away from voting so that their activity will remain prominent in the news, and they will continue to pursue what they are fighting for. Objectively. So it's nothing is going to change one man. What I see that will happen, they might unleash terror overnight and before election day, and particularly on election day too. Just to scare people away. That is what they want to achieve, and they want to achieve what they want to do. Arrest of Ekpa will not stop them from carrying out what they said they will carry out. So it's not a win for Obi, and it's not a win for the lover of peace in the East yet. Until Nigerian state can do the needful by bringing them to the table, by negotiating with them, that is one side, or crush them permanently. But as long as Nigerian state continue to show lack of capacity to handle the situation, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
Sorry for interjecting.
No, you're good.
This group of people, do you think they are organized? Don't you think they are ragtag?
That's what maybe to you, but I don't think they are ragtag. These people have held that region to ransom for the past.
Because there is an order today from Simon Ekpa that nobody come out. The whole of Southeast. Today, no one to come out today. The whole of Southeast, everywhere was open. Everybody went to their normal business. So I see them as a group of ragtag that someone is just ordering them to misbehave. You understand? Like you say, somebody just needs to bring them together and tell them what they want to hear. It's because of what their leader is telling them. You understand? The kind of words that he's using for them. That is why. Because when you listen to that platform, you feel you feel like you get irritated easily. This is coming from somebody's mouth. You get back? But I just believe that someone needs to bring them the other way around and admonish them and tell them what they want to hear, not the other way to incite violence. They are not organized. They are not organized. And that's why the killing that happened on Sunday, about 7 of them were killed. And when they were killed, some of them tied iron on their stomach, iron, like band of iron. The other one with a lot of charm. We saw it. These people, that is what Simon is doing to those young men. That's what he's doing to them. He gave them gun and gave them charm to go and challenge police of Nigeria. They are not organized. It's just that their leader is misleading them.
Well, I think, well, you say they are not organized, yet they can hold the whole region to ransom for the past how many years now?
There's no reason
According
that I hold ransom. There's no reason that I hold her ransom. I'm from Southeast. I've never encountered them for one day. In my place, I am from Ebonyi State. In Igbo local government, no one has ever dared those nonsense things coming out from their mouth. I think it's very prominent in Imo State. One local government in Imo State, and some part of local government in the Anambra State. It's not common in Enugu. It's not common in Ebonyi State. Neither Abia. So they are just group of ragtag that they don't have leaders that can organize them. You see this thing that happened today, it will just disperse them. Because the police are there, the soldiers are there going after them. And their leader now has been captured. And you are telling me that they are coming out to fight who? Are they coming to find their fellow citizen? Or are they going to fight the police? Or who?
Do you know that police observed that Monday sit at home? Do you know that police doesn't have a checkpoint all around the east on Monday? Do you know that?
Yeah. So actually,
because of the fear. Yeah.
There's a lot of news going around that Simon Ekpa is live somewhere. So if Alexander Akache, if you are listening to that, can you check that out? They say it's live somewhere on Twitter or something. Check that out if it's true or false, and feedback to us. But as far as we're aware, the picture and the news tells us that Simon Ekpa is in police custody in Finland. So are you hearing that news, Emmanuel, that is live? Even somebody here is saying it, and I'm seeing it on
I'll send the link now, one man. I'll send the link.
Have you found him? Is he live?
But I don't see him on the live. You know, it's just his Twitter is live, but it's not there. Nobody's
his
talking.
Twitter is live. Okay, all right, okay. All right. So carry on, Emmanuel. So you are in celebration then of Simon Ekpa being arrested. Is this for selfish reasons though, Emmanuel? Because it clears
one man, like I told you, I've never believed killing my people. I've never believed killing my people. Do you understand? When you cross the red line, me and you are not in the same page. Agitate in peace, fine. But don't kill your people. Don't force them. That is my own. I've been saying it for long. You don't force people to do something. This is democracy we are. This is 21st century. You can't force people. Can you force me to sleep? Can you force me to eat? Why will you force me to go out or not to go out? Are you okay or something?
So you are suggesting that they should be carrying out the agitation the way Yoruba Nation are doing their own.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what Yoruba are doing, whether they are causing problem. But what I mean that agitate, seek for what you want, but don't. This is Nigeria, a republic of Nigeria. Why will you be having a gun when a gun is banned in Nigeria? You understand?
That's what I'm saying now. You see that the Yoruba doesn't carry gun now. The Yoruba Nation they don't carry arms. You know, they agitate, they talk, they do all this Yoruba Nation, but they don't carry arms. They don't threaten anybody. They don't tell people that want to do election not to go about election.
Exactly.
They are still saying that they are still saying people should not vote, but they don't stop anybody. They don't, force them. They don't intimidate them. So, well,
that is what I'm in for. That's what I'm in for. But when you cross that line, they must do it this way. They must do it this way, or you meet your ancestor. That is the word that is coming out from this both mouth.
Emmanuel, are you making any distinction between Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu, or are they one and the same as far as you are concerned?
As far as I'm concerned, they are one because they incite violence. Because if somebody can open his mouth and say that somebody is cloned, somebody has died, they cloned him from somewhere, your president for that matter, why would you say such a thing? You're causing problem for that country.
How much of the Southeast do you think that voice speaks for? The voices of Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. How much?
They are like 1%.
10%.
They are like one or minus 1%.
No, that's not true. That's not true. The commander, not from what we are saying.
One man, there's a difference between you're having a sympathy for a Biafra than you are supporting what they are doing. That's a distinction. I am having a sympathy for them, but I'm not in support of how they are carrying their action. I'm against it. You know why I'm having a sympathy for them? Because I know that governance presence is not in the Southeast. I know what they are seeking for. I know how they are being marginalized. I know how they are not treated well. I have sympathy for them, of course. But when I'm against them is when they are starting to enforce their citizens, to ensure that their citizens are dying. You will tell your citizens that if you don't obey, you will meet your ancestors. Who does that? It's not done in anywhere in any country. It's not done in anywhere. Agitate, seek what you want. Government will hear you. But when you start killing your people, killing everybody, now how the Southeast that used to be very, very peaceful, when I was growing up, used to be very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. You hardly hear problem in the Southeast. But when these people, I call them ragtag, when this man empowered them to carry gun around, that's when you started hearing this unknown government, one man, to be honest with you. And now they can't control them. And government to allow them to escalate. They have been escalated to extent that they cannot even control them. Killing everybody, killing police stations, killing soldiers, killing citizens. They're not doing anything. They can't even control them anymore. How did this start? It started from this guy that's in custody in Nigeria. Before now transferred to this guy. As simple as you are agitating. This is what we want. This is what we want. Fine. Government will hear you. Or if that particular government did not hear you, in fact, in the Bible, when Joseph went to Egypt, the particular fellow that was there listened to him. The prisoner that came brutalized them. They could not give ear to them. But certain years later, something happened to them. One came and listened to them, and they were free. But when you say that it must be like this, it must be like this, or you will die, you meet your ancestors, how bad? Then what are you causing? You're causing problem in a country, sovereign country. You're causing problem. I have sympathy for them. I want what they are seeking for. Let the government present be seen in the Southeast. Let things be done properly in the Southeast. Of course, I want that. You do that. But don't carry gun. Don't carry gun. Don't kill your people. I'm against it. If this will serve as a deterrent to them, so that another leader will come, will know how to agitate. There's agitation all over the world. Is it how they agitate?
All right. Hold steady, Emmanuel. The progressives join us. He, of course, always been monitoring that space. So Akim, so there it is. Another bombshell news coming out of the Nigerian space, but this time coming via Finland. Simon Ekpa, the funky preacher from Finland, now in custody. So how did you come across the news, and what are you making of it? Started from there, Akim.
One more, can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah, greetings to yourself and to everybody in the house. Oh yeah, I actually saw the news on the Twitter space, and initially I didn't thought it was true because the people who were carrying it were the same people who normally used to churn information from the factory line. So I just thought maybe it was one of those things that they normally do, but I haven't seen it on other recognized media space. So I thought, yeah, okay, you know what, this is real. I think it's to be honest with you, it's a welcome development, and the energy that has gone behind this man being put where he belongs, right? I would have loved to have seen this energy earlier. You understand what I'm saying, one man? I would have loved to see this energy earlier. And this is what I always say about my people. My people, we can do things when we want to do what is right. But we are too sentimental about certain issues. We are too tribalistic about a lot of issues. But when you see at the time when this guy is being caught, why do you think the pressure mounted so hard on him? I'm telling you one man, if Nnamdi Kanu was out right now and he was doing the same thing Samuel Ekpa was doing, this same pressure will also be on him. But don't forget, the same people have been out there for months and months, if not years, committing the same atrocity. When you try to tell people that this is wrong, they will give you all sorts of excuse. I'm happy it has come to this because for people like myself, one man, an injury to one is an injury to all. It doesn't matter what language you speak, it doesn't matter what God you worship, it doesn't matter where you come from. When I will never at any point try to justify anybody doing what Samuel Ekpa is doing, regardless of my feelings, regardless of what I think Nigeria is doing to my people, regardless of what I think if my people is marginalized. That would not be above the life and safety of my people. The right of my people to come out on Monday and go and do their businesses, the right of my people to do whatever they wish to do on a Monday. And I've said this before. If you remember, we had a debate here when we were talking about political party campaigning in the East on Monday. And I was vocally against people boycotting no campaigning in the East on Monday. These are non-state actors, right? They should not be debating or dictating how people live their life in the Southeast. The people of the Southeast, the Igbo people, are lovely people. You know, have a lot of friends. I grew up with some of them. And I don't see the reason why they should be subjected to such callous act from some greedy individual. These guys they've taken advantage of our people. They understand the game very well, and you see the same thing with this election period. A lot of people are cashing out. They don't care how far they can go, as long as it benefits their pocket, it benefits their interest, it benefits themselves. But I'm very happy, one man, that it is what it is today, and I hope they just don't arrest him as a cover face for the election. After election, they will release him and they will continue. In fact, not even continue. What he has done already is bad enough for him to not see the daylight again for a very long time. They should lock him away, take the key and throw it somewhere where they can't find it for a couple of years. Thank you very much.
Akim, they are saying, a lot of people are saying that this guy is streaming live on Twitter. But I've been to the space. It doesn't look. It looks like a pre-recorded stream rather than anything live, and it's not speaking to. Is actually let me just share it. I won't give you the audio just for reasons of copyright. It doesn't look as though it is anything that he's doing live and right now. It looks like one of those that's him right there. So as we're speaking now, this is being streamed on his Twitter space. But you see the date. It says the 23rd of the 2nd, 2023, live and direct. But if you listen to it, there's no mention of what everybody else is discussing. So it looks as though they're just rebagging, restreaming something that he had streamed before. But how much of the Nigerian state interference are you seeing in this arrest now of Simon Ekpa? Because of course, Godfrey Onyema, he called in the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria just a couple of days ago, and then about 2 days ago, somebody sent me a link. If anybody has that link, please resend it to me on Instagram of Simon Ekpa being discussed at the Finnish Parliament, and fast forward 2 days later, we're seeing his arrest being effected. So how much of the Nigerian state intervention are you attributing now to the arrest of this funny dressing funky man?
Yeah, as I said it before, some people were saying he was in the army, he was in the, he's a citizen of the country, is this, is that. And I don't understand how people sometimes they make some submission. They say that they make that submission out of ignorance, or they just don't know what they're talking about, or they're just being sentimental about their submission, right? So if he's a Finnish citizen and he is fighting for the liberation of other people, so it means that he is not showing loyalty to Finland, right? He still have his loyalty to a separate group of people, even, I'm saying, one man. So that alone, in its own, can make the Finnish government want to work with the Nigerian government. So for me, I think the government have done well to put pressure on him and to put pressure on the Finnish government as well. I think they should continue to do this, because we should not have a situation, one man, whereby an individual will just sit down anywhere, in any part of the world, and be committing atrocity against the nation, right? We can't have that. I understand some people are sentimental. Some people put their tribe before the country. But at the end of the day, we must understand one thing, that we are all one, brothers and sisters. Okay? We might speak different tribes, we might speak different languages, but we are brothers. And I cannot for 1 second see my brother being killed in any part of Nigeria. These guys have been made to sit at home on Monday. They cannot go about their businesses. They are constructing road, the second Niger bridge. The time it took them to construct the Delta State side, right, was quicker than the time they used to conduct the one that was on the eastern side. Just because of sit at home on Monday, they were losing 1 day every week. What kind of, who does that benefit? How does it benefit you? How does it make sense? And you see how people will come, the Nigerian government, they are not being fair. Everybody, this is why you need to follow somebody like Showore. Every single citizen of that country, once you are not part of the elite, you are marginalized. Forget what language you speak or what God you worship. If you are not part of the elite, you are marginalized. All of us that are here today, we don't all speak one language, but why did we run away from the country? Are we not having the same problem as people? Is it because you are Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa that makes you not to have electricity? Is it because of your language or your tribe or your religion that makes you not to have good road? That makes the education system and the healthcare system not to function? No, we have an elitist problem. The people who govern us are not doing good for us, regardless of their language or their tribe. You've had, if you go to majority of the things that affect your life are supposed to be provided by your governors. What are the governors doing? Are they not our tribal people? What are they doing? Your governor is marginalizing you in your own state. You don't do nothing about that. So this is why it's not like I don't really. It's not like I don't subscribe to or I don't have sympathy to this marginalization crowd. But I don't see it from that same angle, one man. I see it as them at the top marginalizing those of us at the bottom. So the fight must be a fight of the ordinary Nigerian against the elite. But these people are not doing this. Look at it now. One man came out, the man who is a billionaire, who is part of the elite, who has worked in multinational banks, who has rubbed shoulders with all these elite people. Now they are saying is the champion of the ordinary man. How do you work that out? How do you work that out?
All right. Let me bring you a couple more headlines on this fast developing story. So we've now had confirmation from the Finnish authority. Finnish police confirms Simon Ekpa's arrest. So it is official now. The Finnish police has confirmed the arrest and detention of Biafran terrorist Simon Ekpa. Ekpa, self-proclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, has for many months been a thorn in the flesh of the Igbos as well as IPOB. He had, on most occasions, overruled IPOB leadership and allegedly formed his own very violent group called Autopilot. Where's the confirmation? It says, but 2 days to the elections, an exercise which he, let's take it from here. A couple of weeks ago, the Nigerian government invited the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria and complained about Ekpa's waywardness, threat to Nigeria's security, and his terrorism activities in his fatherland from Finland, where he is also a citizen. But 2 days to the general elections, an exercise which he had banned in the southeast and had declared a lockdown of the zone within the period, news broke that the Finnish police have arrested Ekpa. Confirming the news of Ekpa's arrest without mentioning his name, Tommy Reen, a criminal investigator from the Central Criminal Police, Finland, told a news outlet, HS News, that the KRP, the National Bureau of Investigation (NBI) in Finland, had a police operation in a private apartment in the center of Lahti. He said the operation is connected to ongoing investigation. He gave no further detail. A photograph of Ekpa in handcuffs, accompanied by Finnish police, has since surfaced on WhatsApp platforms. He is said to be in custody. So that's somewhat of a confirmation, if not a full confirmation. So this other one, Simon Ekpa, 7 things to know about the arrest of IPOB leader. The factional leader of the proscribed group, the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB, has been declared a persona non grata in Nigeria following his ceaseless call for disruption in the southeast, which has been linked to the killings and destructions of property in the southeast. Ekpa, who resides in the lakeside city of Lahti in Finland, has proclaimed that he is acting on the authority of the detained IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu and has repeatedly ordered the people of the southeast to observe a sit-at-home to demand for his leader's freedom. Earlier in the week, he ordered a fresh sit-at-home in the region between the 23rd and 28th of February and asked people to boycott the general election slated for Saturday. Below are 7 things to know about Simon Ekpa. So, number 1, born on the 21st of March 1985 in Ahuaku local government area of Ebonyi State. So it's from Ebonyi. Number 2, Simon Ekpa is a lawyer with dual nationality of Nigeria and Finland. Number 3, he was a former athlete who represented Nigeria and won a silver medal in 100 meters in the African Junior Athletics Championship in Cameroon in 2003. Number 4, Ekpa has lived in Lahti, Finland since 2007. Number 5, he holds the membership of the National Coalition Party of Finland and contested in 2022 in the 2022 Finnish county elections. Number 6, the pro-Biafra agitator gained notoriety after he became the lead broadcaster of Biafra Radio following Kanu's arrest. Number 7, Ekpa has been blamed for inciting violence in the southeastern parts of Nigeria through his broadcast and sit at home. So that's just some background knowledge that adds to what is already known regarding this guy. But Emmanuel, so there it is now. Simon Ekpa now. So it's a problem now that the Southeast does not have to contend with in the immediate future.
Yes, one man, like they're saying that he has been released or not released. So my own, whether released or not released, what I know that he should not continue from where he stopped. He should stop using those kind of ways, those violence words or inciting problem in the southeast. He can see that a lot of people are dying. I just told you that a PDP candidate, in fact, about 7 persons died yesterday because they killed them and set their car ablaze. So we don't even know who people that send them or people that in charge of those criminality that is happening in the south, which we know that probably the portion of it could be from the unknown government, and this unknown government is still our Igbo people. They are not Hausa, they are not Fulani. They are still our Igbo people that this man has empowered a couple of times. So what I'm saying is that he should just know his boundary and agitate in peace and leave us alone. That is my own. So I'm not against him not being released or something, but he should mind his ways and know the kind of ways he's using. You can't be living peace in Finland and you'll be causing mayhem in Southeast. It's not right. It's not right. But for me, I prefer that they should bring him back to Abuja to stay in the next room next to what's the name of this guy?
Nnamdi.
Nnamdi. I think he should stay there for 1 year too. So that his head will calm down small.
All right.
I want to start to one of the things you are so bored and so when you make those projection and those comments, I just stay behind the comment section. I'll just be laughing. You don't know what you're saying. You people don't know what you're saying.
What did I say?
Yeah, about this election, you said that Obi can only come third or even fourth. I heard you saying that a lot of times.
It's not me that is saying it, or it's the numbers. It's the numbers that is saying it.
In the numbers, which numbers?
The permutations and the projections. Obi's lack of penetration in the north. Tinubu holding down the southwest and making incursions in the north. Atiku Abubakar factor, Kwakwanso factor, and Obi being really narrowed to his ethnic space. So all of that tells you that Obi is not going to do anything.
One man, I don't know where you are getting those. I used to tell you and Colata, it's better you have the feeling of people around you. Let them know what people are saying about you. In the southwest, you're talking about. I'm not very too sure what is going to happen in the southwest, but I know Obi is going to do probably well in the southwest. Because
it's going to win Yoruba land, Abi. Obi will win Yoruba land.
I didn't say he's going to win Yoruba land. I said he's going to do well in southwest, the state in the southwest.
What does that mean? What does do well mean?
Well, 1% is do well now. What are you talking about? 1% is do well.
I don't know. That is what does do well mean?
What I mean is that he will get his more than 25% in that state, in that 6 states in southwest.
Oh, come on, these guys, man. What are you? Do you smoke?
I'm not smoking, and I'm not. How is he
going to get 25% in Ekiti State?
One man, whether Ekiti State or anywhere.
Now, I'm asking you now. You made an assertion. I'm asking you to back it up. How is he going to get 25% in Ekiti State?
I'm just telling you now.
You are telling me it's so because you say so, Abi. It is so because
let me finish now. Yeah. Based on recurring that's what is happening in Nigeria. Based on what people have gone through for 7 years. Based on a lot of things, everybody's looking for a way of escape. To just find an alternative of what has happened for the past many years now. You understand? That's why I tell people, ask first. Have those impulse from people around you. What are they? What? See, one man. It's just tomorrow. Is just the.
If
Is
you
just
go
the
and
day.
if you go and get the temperature of the southwest, you will find that they want the Yoruba man to be their president.
That is not true, one man.
It's not
The
true.
most of the people that want to vote for Obi in the southwest don't even have PVC in the first place.
But how do you know they don't have PVC?
When you ask
How
them,
do you know
especially when they are especially when they are commenting on Instagram and Twitter, most of them don't have PVC.
This Obi movement is more empowered by Southwesterners. I have a lot of them. See, my group of friends that we graduated together, we have a platform. How many are we? There were 400. I school in Abuja University. I have, Yoruba, they like school. There are more in numbers in that group. Now, using that small sample of our group alone, for an example, isn't that our sample? Because it's our group. They are the one that admonishing us in the group.
All right. Let's stay away from Fantasy Island for a moment. But let's
not a fantasy.
Don't worry. It's ridiculous. Peter B is not getting any 25%.
He's just sounding so strange. I'm sure all these things, even Anapo is sounding so strange to all of you here.
Don't worry.
It's sounding so strange. I keep telling you people, I'll keep asking you people. 2015, 2011, Anap did poll and predicted somebody to win. You people were not fact checking anything.
Don't worry about all that now. Look, at least you follow the platform, so you know that we've spent at least over
one man. Hold on, please. So
hold on. Over 2-3 days, we spent about 10 hours on those polls, and it's rubbish about Akim. Yes.
One man, it's not rubbish. Okay, 2015, we did rubbish.
Hold on, let's hear from Akim. Forget all of that. We all know all of that.
Will Obi win in Borno State?
In Borno State. He's not going to win.
He will get 25%, Abi.
No, Nigerians are looking. They're tired. Nigerians are tired. They're looking for where to run to. So, will Obi win in Borno State?
Progress. Progress. It just tomorrow is Friday. The next one will come. You will see what Nigeria have been telling you people that is in diaspora, and you think that we are lying. We are forming it.
Will he win in Borno State, or will he get 25% in Borno State?
In Borno State, Obi will still get some votes there, but he's not going to win.
What is some vote? If one person vote for you, it's still some vote. What do you mean some vote?
I'm not sure of that 25% from there because of a lot of this religion.
The people in Borno State they're not looking for where to run to. They are not tired yet. Is that what you're saying?
No, that is where people are getting it wrong. Igbos.
You said to us that Nigerians are tired. They are looking for where to run to.
You're bringing. I'm talking. You're bringing ethnic into it.
No, it's not. It didn't bring ethnic into it now.
I'm just trying to show you.
It's asking you how far what you are saying spreads. So you are saying Nigerians are tired. They are looking for where to run. Now the people in Borno State, they are also Nigerians. If they are tired, like you are saying, they are tired. Why are they not?
Wait. People in Borno State are not buying anything cheaper in Nigeria. They are feeling what everybody is feeling.
Yeah, so answer the question. Is he going to win in Borno State?
He's not going to win. One man. Stop asking me whether he's going to win in those places. I know
but is it not your space? You said Nigerians are tired and they're looking for where to run. The people in Borno State, they are Nigerians too. So why are they not running to Peter Obi? As you are saying, everybody.
They are not. I don't know how I'll put it. They are not.
They are dumb. They are dumb, right? They are dumb.
No,
they are not educated.
No. I never said that. They are not inclined to
that. What does that mean?
They are not inclined to the level that we, the Southerners, are inclined in knowing things.
Also, they are dumb. They are dumb.
They are dumb. That's what you want to say. They are dumb.
They are not dumb. They are not dumb.
What about the? Hold on. What about the people in Kebbi State? Are they not tired?
One man in the northeast and northwest. Obi, I'm not expecting Obi to win any state from there.
Sokoto State? Are the people in Sokoto State tired? Are they running?
Woman,
Oh,
I don't know why
all
you're.
right. You see,
I don't,
so
I don't know why you're.
when people tell you that you are fantasizing, but let's say
It's
from
not fantastic.
Gideon, don't worry
If
about all that. It's just forget
we
all
could do
that.
well for the southwest, north central, southeast, and south.
Of course,
If we
yes,
could do
yes.
well for those places, at
Uh,
least they stand a good chance.
It stands zero chance. But let's hear from Gideon, who joins us. So, Gideon, good to have you. I know you've been dipping in and out. So, but quickly to the news then. The arrest of Simon Ekpa in Finland. That seems to be what is agitating everybody's mind. But how did you come across the news and how are you digesting it, Gideon? Gideon, are you there? All right. I'm not sure if we have Gideon fully. Let's go to Femi then. Femi, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. So to that question to Gideon, then you respond to that.
Okay. I saw the news when I was still in work, and I think the news is encouraging for the obedient.
Hello.
Parents. Hello.
Sorry, carry on, Femi.
Yes, okay. I believe that it is a booster for the obedient supporters, because the man has been an headache to them. They are scared to come out on the election day, but now I think this will serve like a relief to them to come out, to come and vote for Peter Obi. I saw I get in cross with the news. I get in cross with when I was still in work. I think that is when I saw it.
Do you think this was
let me talk. I would like to talk about Peter Obi cannot have 25% in 5 states in Southwest, apart from Lagos. 25% is not true. Ondo State, Ekiti State, Ogun State, Oyo State, or Osun State, 25% is no. He can never have it. This politics these people are looking, the senatorial, the rep, Labour Party does not have any of these people. These are what we call structure. You guys will see structure on Saturday. You will be mouth well, like the result will baffle some people. Is it possible they ring it is not ringing? Is the election? Like in my own local government, I'm from Ondo State. I know Peter Obi cannot have 1,000 votes. Is what is true. He cannot have 500 votes. What is 1,000? These are what is realistic. I'm not talking like we should be hallucinating, giving some fantasy goal. Oh, we win this. People are shouting his name. Politics, let me tell you something. The man that is speaking before, politics on the election day, that is when you know who is winning. You don't know who win the election a day to the election. It's not possible. It's on the morning of the election. When you get to the seat, that is when you know this is the person that will win the election in my own local government. That is how they do it. When you get to the seat, we will vote for this person, we will vote for. And when they say it, forget about it's just a few of people that will say that I will vote against him. People follow multitude when they want to vote in Nigeria. That is the way Nigeria goes. And I don't see Peter Obi as someone that have the ball to control those votes. He cannot. He does not have those supporters. When I'm talking about supporters, I'm not talking supporters that do not have more than I'm talking about my wife, husband, and children. Those are not support. I'm talking about supporters that command 500 votes, 1,000 votes. Peter Obi does not have those kind of people in his own camp. These are what Atiku, Tinubu have edge over him. But you guys will know, you guys are just, I don't want you guys to feel like at 8, when you see the result, some people will cry because I look at some people have bet 5 million, 10 million naira, 20 million on Peter Obi. I just smile when I look at it. Peter Obi is going nowhere. Like I'm just happy. I'm happy every day that It's just tomorrow. Tomorrow is just between weeks. After tomorrow, let the vote come out.
Femi, do you know why they are betting?
Okay.
They are betting based on what is on ground, the reality on ground. It could be true.
See, brother, there is nothing on ground in this election. There is nothing on ground.
So on that night, that election, they will all change their mind. Like these people now in my group.
Bro, it's what I know about, not that someone is telling me. The morning of the election, that is when you know who is winning the election. You can take it anywhere. Any politician, you speak with any politician, ask him.
Wait, I'm asking you a question. Imagine this my group of people now that have invested a lot of thousands and 100,000 naira in our platform. So that night to election, they will just change and vote Tinubu. I'm just asking you a question.
Okay, this is how I will say it. People that are not on platform, like people on the platform that are interested in politics, they are 40% of people that will vote.
This one,
but 60%, let me talk.
Wait, I say politics. They never belong to any political party. They don't belong to any. They don't have any.
Minority are the ones that are involved in politics. Majorities are not involved. Those majority, those are the ones that will convince by the money of the election.
I just ask you now. These people now that don't have any card, never belong to. In fact, they are just. They never been interested in politics. Obi roused them up, but now they were able to convince themselves this is the man. So that night to election, they will just all change to Tinubu. That's what I'm asking you.
No, I'm not saying they will change to Tinubu. I'm not talking about Tinubu alone.
Femi, you are engaged in an exercise in futility because only the result of the elections will bring reality to that obedience.
Yes.
With the result of the elections, they will still wouldn't accept it, and then they'll start wilding all over the place, claiming that they were rigged. But let's hear from Gideon because this fantasy island is just it's too much. But Gideon, are you with us now? Gideon, are you there? Gideon. No network from Edo. Gideon, or mute yourself. All right. So Gideon, we can see you, but I think she's having networking problems. There's speculations that they may well have released Simon Ekpa already, and I'm only really giving veracity to it because it is Kulata that is saying it. He's saying Ekpa has been released, but as he's saying that, I'm checking through the news cycle, and I cannot see anywhere where that has come through. So we continue to monitor because, of course, as you know, Finland is a civilized country, not a zoo like Nigeria. So if they arrest him for questioning, they can still release him on bail as they continue with their investigation. So there's speculations. We have to leave it in the realms of speculations that Nnamdi Kanu has been released. But Gideon, can we hear you now? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, good evening.
Why is your voice so dull? Are you all right?
Fine, I'm fine.
Are you able to talk where you are? You sound like you are somewhat constrained somehow.
Yes, I'm busy. I'm busy with my children.
All right, that's good. That's always good. But Gideon, so there's only really one topic now: the arrest of Simon Ekpa in Finland. So how are you digesting that news?
Somewhere, ma.
Yes.
I don't really know that. I don't really know if they really arrested somewhere. No, I don't know.
No, he has been arrested. It's all over the news.
It's good. It's good. I like it like that. Let them arrest somewhere and bring it to Nigeria Zoo.
But is this not good news for the Obi campaign, though? Because it removes another
why I'm happy?
Yes.
Because of Obi. That's why I'm happy, so that they will not cry for ringgit. I'm happy. so that they can do election in Igbo land.
All right, but then that's good news then for is that also good news from Tinubu somewhat?
Yes, I'm happy, so that if bad win, they will not cry ringing. Everywhere will be shaking. Next tomorrow, obedient people, you people will cry too much. You people will cry,
All right. So we'll start to wrap it up here. Because of course we'll still do a broadcast later. We'll continue to monitor the Salmon Ekpa space to see if there are any further developments, and we have it in the evening session, which is a lot more involved. But we'll take about two minutes each from everybody to wrap it up. Baba Akure, are you still there? All right. We don't appear to have Babakure anymore. So let's see if we still have the progressives. So the progressives, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, one man. Since Babakure is not there, I'll just take Babakure's time. I had it to mind.
Go on and do that. Carry on.
Listen, I don't know if you've been looking at the news recently. There've been a lot of political assassinations in the southeast area recently, and these things are not good. If we want a healthy democracy, we want to promote a solid democratic nation, right? We must try to eliminate all this stupidness of taking political lives. Related to political parties during an election time or any form of election violence. You understand? So for me, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like to engage in a conversation with some people, because I believe when you're talking to somebody, in as much as you're putting information across each other, you are also learning from that person as well at the same time. So in this day or two left before this voting on Saturday, I just want every one of us, everybody, both those of us that have been on the social media space, to now understand that once the election have gone, regardless of whatever is the result, one man, we must all abide by it and just move on, because at the end of the day, it's our country. Because some people are already threatening that if Obi doesn't win, that will be the end of Nigeria. All this time of Ekpa arrest and stuff now. The day they announce that result and it doesn't go their way, some Ekpa all of a sudden will become a savior, the Lord and Savior again. The agitation for secession will become an agenda on top of every other thing again, and we don't move forward when we do this, one man. We have a lot of constitutional issue, one man. If we as a people, this movement, if we have come together as a people and move together the way they are moving behind one person, if we have come together and move together against all these shenanigans that are plaguing us as a people, maybe these leaders, regardless of their political affiliation, will start listening to us. There have never been any form of protest against the National Assembly. There have never been any form of progress against any state governors or any form of government. You will be in a state, governors will not conduct local government election. Everybody will just go about their business as if nothing is wrong. You will be in an area whereby things are not working. Nobody will speak out. Nobody will form an organization to put boots on the street. We live in the Western world, one man. You live in the United Kingdom. You see, when things doesn't go well, you see boots on the street, you see protest, you see people come out and protest and speak their mind to the government. But our own doesn't work like that. We are so sentimental and so biased in the way we respond to even the elite, people that are killing all of us, the people that are working against our own interests. They will still find a way to be biased towards them. I don't understand it. I just hope after this election, everybody come together and we have one agenda, which means restructuring. Let's fight rigorously for the restructuring of our country. Let's not wait for politicians to do it. Let's force them to do it. Make sure that, look, our agenda for next government, whoever that government is, whether it will be, whether Tinubu, I don't want to say Atiku there anyway, they must restructure that country. And that is what we should do. If Obi wins this election, one man, I will open a platform and start advocating for restructuring. If Tinubu wins, the same thing. Because this is the only way that country will progress. We need to stop this marginalization of a thing. That the only way we are not marginalized is when our person is in government. Well, if that is the case, they should have 24 hours electricity in the north. They should have some of the best hospitals in the north. But that is not the case. Buhari was sick. He traveled to London to treat himself. So to tell you that we have an elite against the people, that is the problem that we have in Nigeria. We must come together as one and fight that problem. Our country needs restructuring. Let us make that our one peace agenda after the election. Thank you very much, Maman.
All right, brilliant. Thank you. So let's hear from Gideon as we start to wrap it up. So Gideon, you're up next. Are you there, Gideon? All right. We don't appear to have Gideon. So let's see if we have Adanle Koko for a couple of words, and then we'll shut it down. Adanle Koko, are you there?
Yeah, one man. Well, we have to continue to monitor Samuel Ekpa space. If it is actually true that it's been released according to the information that you said the Kulata is bringing to us, that means that they didn't find anything against him, anything wanting against him. That means they just invited him for questioning, or maybe trying to satisfy Nigerian pressure on them, and they might have given him instruction what to say and what not to say, or what is doing wrong. And but if they release him, if it is actually true that they are releasing him, but the question I want to ask Finland is, why did they box into his house? Why not invite him for questioning instead of sending some tactical security guys to force their way into his house? So, but we have to, if it is true that has been released, that we energize them. We energize the agitators. They will make a very, very loud noise today, later today, and tomorrow, before the election. And that will energize the guys on the ground in Nigeria to go all the way out to prevent people from voting. And that will scare the voters to death as well, because the moment the news comes that it's been released, people that already got relieved that, they pick him up, and maybe his boys in Nigeria with down tools will have a second, they have a rethink that, oh my God, it's been released again. That means this guy might strike, or their boys might strike. So it will surely energize his base and their boys on the ground in the east if actually it's been released. But let's continue to monitor that space. I know that it's gonna be a big blow to Nigerian state, to the obedient and people that already had, that relief and happiness that king of terrorists has been picked up. So let's continue to monitor it, and maybe later in the day, if possible, that you come back, we will now we'll be able to discuss on the latest information regarding Ekpa. So let me leave it there, one man.
All right, brilliant, Ajan Lekoko. So brilliant. So thank you, Ajan Lekoko. So that was Ajan Lekoko, and that was just a quick little session that we just had to do immediately to respond to news that was breaking within the space that Simon Ekpa, the Biafra separatist operating out of Finland, had been arrested by the Finnish police for reasons of instigating violence within the Nigerian space. So it's a fast evolving story because, of course, the news broke that he was arrested, and the images of him being arrested were published all over the social media space. And then subsequently, we heard that he was broadcasting on his platform on Twitter. We had a look at that, but that's clearly a replay of an old broadcast. So it might well be a live streaming, but the actual thing is not live or as of now. It's a replay of an old streaming. So we had a look at that to document that. But then, of course, now the news now coming out, as you can see, from somebody coming at us from Facebook, telling us that now that he has been released. So we're checking the news cycle, and there's been no indication within the news cycle that he has been released. But it's a fast evolving story space. Stay with us though, because we're back again round about 9:45, 10 p.m. UK time to pick up these stories and other developing stories within the Nigerian space. So if you're not already subscribed, then please do that. And haven't subscribed, make sure you click on the bell notification so you're aware anytime we are going live. Make sure you're liking this stream as well, because that helps with the algorithm on YouTube. And if you are watching us on Facebook, make sure you are sharing the link so that we can reach as far and wide as we possibly can. So I'll leave it here. Carry the conversation up with you in the comment section. But here, I say peace.